Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Abdi Salam, and I would like to share with you guys a quick update about so far my journey as I'm growing my agency, specifically my SEO agency, helping clients to get the website optimized and ranked at the first page at Google. That's the objective of our services. So yeah, what was I doing last week? Last week I caught up with one now friend of mine, but he was someone that I just got to know quite recently. And when I met him, we were just speaking about just normal conversation, and I was like, hey, what do you do? And he's like, hey, he was telling me basically how he had his agency back in India. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. What type of agency did you have? And he's like, we were providing SEO services. So I was like, wow, how coincidence. I'm actually doing that from the ground up. So I would love to get some of your, advice and tips and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, why don't we, I asked him actually, why don't we just meet up? And if you have some time, because obviously where he lives and where I live, we're quite local. And it made sense to just kind of like see each other. So yeah, we saw each other, I think the day after or a few days after, in a coffee shop. So we just sat down, and yeah, it was just amazing to kind of like hear his story, how he's serving 10 clients, 8 in America, 2 in Australia, and it really inspired me really to get going. No excuses. He's someone that just put the work in. He's someone that just is a perfect example of someone who set goals and went after it. So I think after that, when we met, even till now, like, we exchanged numbers and we talk to each other on WhatsApp. So it's incredible. Like and what I realized is that most of us who are building our businesses from the ground up, if we like meet people who are doing great, doing things like in a different level, we kind of like sometimes get intimidated. We're like, oh, they might not want to share some of their experiences with us, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So I would say, go out there, network, talk to people, see how you could add value to them, as well as gaining some knowledge and tips and advice from them. But never be too shy to kind of like get to know other people who are very well experienced in the industry. That was number one lesson that I kind of learned throughout my journey. So I think that meeting really helped me a lot. It motivated me, as well as it gave me a lot of insights about different things. So it was amazing. So far, that was the update. I think the next day I met with a guy called Hashim, who is someone who's I met in one of the shop center, like near my house. And so he was selling perfume. He was just a sales person at that perfume shop. And when I got to meet him, he was like, hey, what do you do? And I was like, hey, I'm just starting and like doing my marketing agency and stuff like that. And he's like, hey, I would love to collaborate with you and stuff like that. And then I think months went on, but then a few days, just a day after the meeting with the guy that I was just talking to you about, a day after that is when I bumped into that same person, that young guy who wanted to collaborate with me. And when I saw him at the shop, he was like, hey, listen, are you still running your agency? And I was like, yes, I'm still doing it. In fact, I'm actually pushing even harder than ever before. So I was like, if you really want to get in touch and want to work with me, then let's do it. And he's like, yeah, I've got this sales background, as I told you. I would love to add value to your company, your agency. And I was like, great. So I think that what we've done was I told him, hey, next day let's just meet each other, let's sit down, because I actually want to form a team where there's a team of people who are bringing consistent leads into the business. And I think that he will be a perfect match and a person that we could collaborate with. And I said to him, hey, listen, you know what, I think when we sat down, I told him this is what I want you to do. I want you to focus cold calling. I obviously told him how to do it. I told him I'm going to send you an email, which I've done, but I told him I want you to call pages that are like from 6 to 7 to 8, 9, 10 pages on Google in a particular industry, and try to target them, try to see how we could help them, add value to them, and if they are up for the meeting, you know, set up a meeting, and then I will obviously come to the meeting and try to close them. But I told him, hey, listen, there's no basic salary that we can currently give you because we're starting from the ground up. What we can do is we could like do a commission based, where we could just, like, every person that you bring us, 20 to 30%, we could you know, give you a recurring commission. So obviously it's very, very appealing for people like him and many other people, where they just have to put one effort in, and we just have to try to retain that client. But over the years or the months or whatever we retain the clients, is, you know, he's basically getting, you know, some of the equity from that, or some of the portion of that, you know, commission that we're making throughout the journey through with the customer. He's getting 20 to 30% commission from that. So I found that very interesting, that I've done that, and I think that was a very good idea. However, I think that sometimes overall we just think too much. Like, when we try to get someone in our team, we think too much about it. I was like, you know, and I realized just that meeting alone, I was really pushing myself to think outside the box and be like, okay, I haven't got anything to give at the moment to this guy. I'm at 0 clients. I've got 0 members of people in my team or whatever. Hence why we can't pay this guy, you know, like we can't give him a base salary. So what can we do? And obviously, you know, the commission structure is obviously the best way out to bring people in your team, whilst you don't have to worry about giving them a base salary. So I think that was also a fantastic meeting that I had with that young kid. He was happy with it. He was like, hey, listen, you know what, send me sort of like a template, what to do. Can I meet you more, and so we could talk about certain other things. And yeah, and so that was it for that meeting. So what happened after that? Let me just think about the day after that. Yeah, so the same day, actually, what happened was, we as soon as the meeting was finished, I got to work, and then I was just making a few calls and stuff like that on Upwork, my freelancer website, where I actually tried to get clients from. And so there was a job that was listed there that was actually from a company based in UK. So I called them up and I said, hey, listen, currently we are really eager to work with people within UK, because we share the same time zone, of course. And you know, and this is one of the reasons why we reached out to you. And obviously you want some of these services to be done for your company. Could we just see how we could help each other? And he was like, let's set up a meeting. It was a pharmaceutical company. He said, let's set up a meeting. So it was great. And I said, you know what, when are you available? I think it was the next day. I said, in fact, before we see each other the next day for a Zoom meeting, how about if I send you an audit on your email, have a look at it, and then on the Zoom meeting we could do like sort of a consultation about the website and the audit, basically the report that we have sent you, and I can go through it about the audit, on why your website is not ranked on the first pages, and why your competitors are beating you, and I can actually show you exactly the steps. And he was like, yeah, fantastic. So the next day came around, we sat down in a Zoom meeting, obviously I shared my screen and stuff like that. So we went through the audit step by step. It was a comprehensive audit that we done for him, and so he was amazed at the value that I was bringing before I was even asking, for our service fee. So I think this is one tip that I can definitely share with anyone that's out there who's in the same shoes as me, is that if you're going out there and trying to get clients, do not think that you could just get clients by just saying, hey, this is what we offer, come to the Zoom meeting, and then trying to close them. I think you probably could do that, but you're gonna have a very hard time in terms of scaling your business. So add value to companies as much ways as you can do, and then when they realize that this guy is going above and beyond, is when they start to realize, this is the person I actually want to work with. So what happened at the meeting when we done the audit, I think he really was impressed, and so he said, let's set up a third meeting. And I said, hey listen, our third meeting is going to be based around the service fee. So that's what we done. So the third meeting, we sat, it was a telephone call. We didn't do Zoom meeting, so it was just over the phone call. We had a chat and was like, this is what we offer, and this is our pricing structure. And there was literally no backing down. I mean, like, at this moment of time, as I've grown, as I build my confidence, as I build my self-esteem, I start to realize that everything that I'm providing as a service right now is something that you want, right? I shouldn't be the desperate one. I shouldn't be the one that's coming across, I want you to pay me. I want you to realize that you require my services in order for your business to grow. And this is a collaboration, right? Of course, we are in the business to make money, but at the end of the day, when the mindset shifts that this is a service that we're providing, I mean, think about it. Any services that you like, at regular places that you go to, where there's a car wash place and you're getting your car washed, are you sitting there thinking to yourself, oh, this guy is trying to extract money from me? And no, you are going out of your ways to drive to that place to get your car washed. For what? Because you need that service. You know that you need that service, hence why there's no question asked. So when it came to this meeting and we were talking about the price point, I was like, this is what we offer. It's either, I haven't, obviously I didn't tell him that. That would be very rude to say something like that, but I said something along the lines where I was like, this is what we offer, this is the fee. And he's like, oh, it's a bit too expensive. And then he said, you know what, I've looked around the market and it looks like the prices are similar to each other. And I was like, yeah, that's right, they're very, very similar to each other. And yeah, so what happened after that was he did not make any decision really to I did not close him, did not want to close him, like hard close him, anything like that. I was like, you know what, let him be, let him think about it, and when the right time comes, we should do it. So that is still pending. He told me to wait a week to see if he wants that service, or if he's happy with the service fee. So he said, let me think about it, give me till next week. Hopefully this week coming is when he should come back to he should come back and tell me whether he wants or not. So that's a quick update about the agency that we're trying to grow. If you want to see more videos about this, on how we are trying to scale this agency from the ground up, from literally having zero experience in this field, I come from an affiliate marketing background. Obviously this is a whole different ball game, although marketing is still involved. which is obviously a bit of an advantage for me in that sense, because I know a bit of marketing in that sense. But if you really want to see how we're going to grow this agency, is I would really highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel, because I really want to just add so much value to you guys. And also it's like you could see you could see me going out there and really updating you guys on what's happening, right? And there's going to be a lot more to come by that. So yeah, stay tuned guys, take care for now. All right, see you guys on the next one.